What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great morning. Just waking up right now, letting the dogs out. See if I can get them on camera. There we go. I haven't used this camera recently, but there we go. There they are. All right, there's Maple. There's Benji. We're going outside. Oh, man. It's nice outside today. That's for sure. I haven't used this camera in so long. Currently using the DJI Pocket camera. Oh my god, I'm so tired. The wife and I stayed up really late last night. Man, we stayed up till probably like 2 a.m. Just watching a movie. We were watching Scary Movie 3 last night. Man. Yeah, we're watching Scary Movie 3 last night. It's on YouTube right now, and it's free with ads, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, so far so everything's going pretty good. It's really nice outside today. Take a look at this weather. Really nice out. I don't know if anybody could see the sky, but nice and overcast. Really nice out today. Maple to go and potty. I'll probably have to pull some weeds today. Flip the camera around a little bit. Come on, girl. Let's go, guys. I always try to call them in, but half the time it doesn't even work, so I just make an ass out of myself. All right, let's try to position this a little bit. All right, so we're looking pretty good actually right here. All right, so what I'm thinking of doing right now, just to try out my camera still, I'm kind of just wanting to compare the quality of this compared to my other cameras. And it's funny because it looks like I keep tilting my head, but it's really just like the little gimbal on the camera. So I have to like keep recentering it, unless I'm literally just like crooked. I mean, I feel like I slept pretty good though. And I keep like just looking at myself right in the screen. Cause, you know, I don't know. I'm just trying to like see how the picture image is. Looks pretty good though, honestly. Oh my god, I almost just tripped on my own flip-flop. Alright. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the camera down on the tripod. Because this has like a little built-in tripod. And then I'll show you guys how I make my morning coffee. Alright, let's see. I don't know how good of a image this is. I'll try to get some room. Okay, so let's see. You can see over here, right? Can you see over here? I think that's pretty good. Let me see if I might need to turn it a little bit. Okay, there we go. Alright, so for me, I'm a very big drip coffee guy. And you know why? Because it's pretty simple. I do have all the other tools though. I have a little espresso machine. That's in the cabinet. I don't have a French press. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna get our little coffee filter. Line it up. And we'll throw this back in. We got our coffee beans. Yeah, there we go. Got that from Starbucks. And actually, my sister-in-law works at Starbucks, so she gets, I don't know if it's still the same, but she used to get 1 bag a week on her employee markdown. So every so often when we see my in-laws, they just give me like a pretty much like 4 or 5 bags at a time. Oh, no, that's not good. get our little grinder. What's up, Maple? Hey, what's up, girl? What's up, Maple? Maple. Hey, there she is. There she is. What? What is it, girl? What is it, girl, huh? What? You can't have coffee? Coffee isn't good for you, Maple. Alright, go say hi to Mom. Go get Mom out of bed, huh? Yeah, this camera's looking nice. Alrighty. So we get our little cup. This is for the grinder. Fill it to the... I like to fill it up a little less than halfway in the cup. Second line. And then we're gonna tighten it in. Just like how my shirt's tight on my midsection, we're gonna tighten the lid on the coffee grinder. We're gonna give it a tight little squeeze. Oh, let's adjust that tiny bit. Give it a little get it tight. Got about 4 cups of water. Good old city water. I put a little bit over 4 cups, maybe 4.5. Just because, you know, water evaporates with steam and all that good stuff. Alright, so we put that in. Close our lid. And guys, check out the coffee. Nice and grounded. Or grinded up. I don't know. Either way, it's looking perfect. Little perfect. All right, so we're gonna see if I could raise. Can I raise it up? Oh, I could raise it a little bit. All right. Okay, you guys can see this a little bit. So we got our lid to the coffee pot. We just pour it in. Give it a little shaky shake. And then what I like to do right away is I rinse out the bottom of this cup because I usually just make coffee once a day. And then I just put on our little drying rack and, you know, it'll dry. That's what the rack does. Okay, now what I do is I kind of even out the coffee grounds, close it up, hit the play button, and there we go. Just close everything up. One thing I like to do, look at this. So if you have a little cord you have to wrap around, you see how it just flops and when it relaxes, it just flops around. What you do is you kind of tuck it under right here. So you see it's kind of hard to see because it's black on black, but I tucked it under. Then you kind of just give it a little snug and then look at that. Now it doesn't flop around. Oh, all right, it flops around a tiny bit, but not that bad. So now I'm just gonna put this back in the cabinet. All right, there you have it. So we're making our coffee. Should be ready in a couple minutes. And that's what's kind of nice with the drip maker. The drip maker makes the coffee really quick. Can never really go wrong with the simplicity. I got that coffee pot probably a solid like 8, 9 years ago, and it's from Mr. Coffee. Works great. Again, it's like 8 or 9 years old. Gets the job done. Oh my god. I've always had a weird hairline, but it's all right. What are you gonna do, right? I could always go to Turkey and get a hair transplant. My wife wants me to do that, but she hasn't convinced me enough yet. All right, Maple wants to go back outside. We'll let her out. But I don't know. Again, the whole purpose of this video is I haven't filmed with this camera specifically in a couple months. I've been really busy with work, with family. The holidays obviously just ended okay, that's me being lazy, and that's an excuse because we're now in March. But, well, technically today's March 1st. But, just been busy for the most part with family and with work and whatnot. So I haven't had a chance to really film that much with this camera because I feel like this camera, while it is convenient, I just simply don't know how to use it, like how I know how to use my cell phone. So I'm still getting the hang of everything. But, at some point, like I just need to use the camera, get the hang of it, figure out how to use it, honestly. And then also, the more I use it, the more I can, kind of like edit videos. I feel like I feel like if I'm going to edit videos, I'm going to do it like pretty simple, pretty bare bones. It's not that I'm necessarily lazy. It's just, again, I'm so busy to where I don't see myself spending hours on hours editing videos. If this stuff takes off, it takes off. I don't know. If it takes off, then yeah, maybe I will put more time into editing videos. But right now, when I have a few clips to edit, I just put it in a free program. I think I'm using CapCut right now, and it's worked good so far. No complaints. Pretty simple, pretty easy to use. So yeah, nothing really major for me right now. But I'm just, for those of you that haven't seen my videos yet, I feel like I live a pretty basic lifestyle. My wife and I, we've been married for almost 4 years now, but been together for 10 years. We have a couple dogs, Benji and Maple. They're outside right now, just wandering around. So there's Maple. Benji just went away to the corner over here. Maple, get down. Hey, Maple, get down. Good girl. If you have a GSP, you know that they're always getting into trouble. They're always getting into something. So I put out like one of those Sentinella candles because there's been a lot of mosquitoes outside. So she'll get up and she'll sniff it every here and there. But anyways, as I was saying, I don't know. It's just making these videos because why not? Life's short. Might as well document it. I've always loved taking photos and little videos of everything. I got my first camera, really I never had a camera, but my parents got me my first cell phone when I was going into high school. And at that time, when I was in high school, that was like when the first iPhone came out. So just to give everybody reference out there, the camera quality wasn't that good on cell phones. Everything was very pixelated. So it's funny to see where things are now. Like right now I'm holding a little camera that's the size of, like this camera I'm holding is smaller than my cell phone compared to like when I was in, high school. And like I would always take little pictures, little videos. And when my wife and I first met, I was really big into like taking Snapchat videos, little your 10-second videos. At the time, you could only film for up to like 10 seconds. And, I would film my little videos. I'd save them. So, thinking about where things are from then compared to now, they're way different with how people film and capture things that happen in their life. And you know, when I used to be when I was a kid, when I used to be, well, it's like, yeah, when I was a kid, we'd go on our family trips and whatnot every like once a year, twice a year, and my dad would have the old school camcorder, and the quality turned out for the most part really good. It was just you know, the getting the film developed, getting the the videos to play on the TV, that was a total pain in the ass. Where this is like totally, like, you know, everything's done through Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and screen sharing, so it's a lot easier to capture moments now. So anyways, I don't even know how I got on this topic, but long story short, I'm just like, you know, I've always liked to film little videos of what I do, my day-to-day living, and you know, I just figured why not, you know, document the stuff that I do, whether it be just myself or with my wife or with my dogs, just in general. You know, like I feel like I have a lot of stories that I could tell. Like I could probably make a video every morning. That's like I could probably have like 7 videos a week come out. Each video be 10 minutes long, and I could tell you a different story every day, forever, because I feel like that over the course of my young life, I've had a lot of, you know, experiences, a lot of life lessons, a lot of stories, and quite frankly, a lot of them are like pretty interesting, pretty crazy, pretty funny. So I don't know. I just figured, you know, why not? Might as well take videos of stuff, and you know, I don't know if anybody's even seeing these, and that's okay because I'm mostly doing it for myself, and you know, just to give myself another like hobby in a way, you know, just something to do. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to get a cup right now, and the coffee is done. So let's turn on our light just to help everybody out with seeing my 5 head. It's all right. What's crazy is when I was younger, I used to have a like a Jufro. My hair's naturally curly when it grows out. It's like kind of like the loose waves. But anyways, let me get a cup with some ice. Give me 1 sec. All right, here we go. We got the ice in the cup. Pouring our flaming hot coffee. I'm giving it a good little stir right now. Man, that's strong, but man, that is good. I like my coffee a little bit stronger than probably most. Um, but anyways, you know, like pretty simple setup. I got the Mr. Coffee Pot. I have a pretty small coffee grinder machine. It fits in my cabinet. It's off the counter, save a little bit of that clutter. I have a Keen's tumbler. Worst team in basketball right now with probably the worst ownership. But guess what? I still love my team. I've been a fan longer than the owner has. Let's just say that. And then, look at that. There's the coffee. I'm going to add some cream to that in a little bit. And here's my little boba straw. I use a boba straw, so it's pretty wide. And I got it off Temu. It came in like a 6-pack for like $2. So you know, stuff like that, I think it's totally okay to buy off Temu. I would not recommend buying a what's it, like a rotationary bike or cycle machine off of Temu. I've been there, done that. Terrible experience. I had to return it. Luckily, I got my money back. But oh my god, I got one of those stationary bikes, and guys, it was so sketchy. Like, I built it, I started using it, I had to use it. I used it one time for like 5 minutes. I had to have my wife watch me do it because I was so terrified that I was gonna like break my neck and break my ass. So like the whole thing was put together with an Allen wrench. And at the time I weighed like probably like 280. Right now I weigh about like 220. I've lost quite a bit of weight, but yeah, I was weighing 280 using this stationary bike off Temu, assembled by one Allen wrench, and it was the sketchiest thing I've ever done in my life. And our house is predominantly tile, and it, I mean, you're just gonna hurt yourself. That's the thing. So, obviously they got like Pelotons and stuff like that, which is pretty expensive, but I'm just saying maybe buy something that's like middle of the road. Maybe like something where it's like 400 or 500 bucks, where you won't have to go to the hospital at nighttime. But anyways, I think that's good enough for today. So hope everybody has a great day. Take care, and we'll see how this turns out.